This year's NBA ratings are down, and this is a known fact by the league. It is not something just made up. It is true that this year the NBA is not doing as well as it has in previous years, and a lot of people are questioning why is that, and in today's video I'm going to be answering that question, so stay tuned, it's going to be good. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Story of Sam, back again with a brand new NBA video, and before we get into this video, comment down below why you think the ratings are down, and tell me if you agree with any of my statements, and tell me if you think I missed anything that you would put in this video. If you are an NBA fan wanting to learn more about the game, subscribe and hit the bell. Without further ado, let's begin. One of the first reasons that I see is injuries. There are so many injuries this season, especially teams like the Pelicans. The Pelicans were supposed to be a super exciting team, but as we all know, Zion Williamson is out and is supposed to be coming back very, very soon. But all of this has led to ratings being down as of now. And the Pelicans really stink, and the NBA puts the schedule out way before the season actually starts, before Zion was injured. So they put the Pelicans in a lot of national televised games, but nobody's gonna watch them because no one wants to watch a Zion-less Pelicans on national TV. And there's also less ratings on TV because there are lots of views coming from this site, NBA4free.com. I completely recommend it. It is completely free and it's really good HD NBA games. You just type in NBA4 free.com and you can literally watch every NBA game. You don't even need to buy League Pass. League Pass is just an option at this point. Every single game, every single night for completely free. And that's why I think a lot of NBA ratings are down. There are tons of illegal websites like this site that are just completely being abused and everyone is watching them. There's crazy amount of people in the chat every single night watching these free NBA games. There's going to be a link in the comment section down below to that website, so make sure to check that out right when you want to watch any NBA games. It is going to be pinned top comment, guys. Make sure to go check that out. I personally use it a lot because I don't feel like paying for NBA League Pass, and just there are a bunch of games that aren't nationally televised that I really want to watch. This is a perfect alternative than buying the $200 program. And another reason is the Warriors have injuries. Curry, the two-time MVP, is out for the season. He was the unanimous MVP once. He is a huge jersey salesman. He's just a lot of money for the league. He is out for the whole season basically, and it seems like the Warriors are tanking for a draft pick. Clay is out for the whole year. He's not going to come back. I'm sure he could play though if he really had to. They just want to get as high as a draft pick as possible. The Warriors were put on a ton of national TV games expecting them to be good. They obviously lost KD, which making the Warriors probably the worst team in the NBA, and them and the Pelicans are probably getting the most nationally televised games in the entire NBA, and that is just completely the NBA's fault on why the ratings are going down. Now that is just a couple of reasons. There are many more reasons that I'm going to get into later in this video, so make sure to stay tuned, but those are definitely on the NBA's shoulders and they should take responsibility for that. It was a risky move putting the Pelicans and Warriors on a lot of national TV games without knowing how healthy are they going to be. The Nets have also not been as exciting as everyone thought. Kyrie just came back. He was out for a very long time, but I'm going to get into one of my biggest points right here. LeBron James is in the Western Conference, so the Lakers usually play at 10:30 p.m. on the East Coast. And if you don't know, the East has way more NBA viewers than the West. There are a lot more big cities in the East like New York, Philadelphia, Boston, compared to just a couple in the West. So there is much more viewership on the East. And LeBron James is the biggest moneymaker for this league. And when he's playing at 10:30 p.m. on school and work nights, nobody's gonna have time to watch that game. But when he played for Cleveland, those games were on at like 7:30 p.m. and they were totally manageable for anyone no matter where they were. Nobody can watch him play like they did anymore, and that's the main problem. Games that start at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time don't end until like 1 a.m. And as I said, people have to go to school and work the next day and can't watch the entire game. Now, a good counter argument for this is that LeBron was in LA last year, and I do agree with that. This reason and a bunch of the other reasons I just named and more are all combining into this one factor, that the NBA is getting less ratings this season, and there's a multitude of reasons why. There were a lot of contending teams last year as well. It seemed like the Warriors were just gonna storm off to the championship, but they ended up getting very injured and stuff like that. Another problem is that there's only 3 legitimate contenders for the NBA Finals. In my opinion, there is the Lakers. They have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They have the best record in the Western Conference. The Clippers, Kawhi and Paul George, they're near the top of the West. They probably have the best bench in the league with Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell, who are both extremely underrated. And lastly, the Milwaukee Bucks, who have the former MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo and Chris Middleton, of course, and they have the best record in the NBA. And then I see teams like Boston or Philly maybe even an outside shot of winning the finals, but it's definitely an outside shot, as I said. And Chris Broussard said it best. He said the main thing that is killing the NBA ratings is the championship or bust mentality. And what that means is, if teams don't think they have a chance of winning, why not tank? It's the best option to do. The Warriors might be better than ever next year just because of tanking, and it's something that needs to stop in the NBA. Mediocre teams are better off tanking. Like the Timberwolves, they're not going to go anywhere, just tank. Maybe even a team like the Nets, they aren't going to go anywhere this season, why not just tank? They could have easily just sat down Kyrie this whole season, got even a better draft pick, and then when KD and Kyrie comes back, they have another good player to fit in with those guys. But thankfully, they brought back Kyrie. But something like that can happen very easily, and it seems like there's only a couple contenders, as I said, to win the finals. So what's the point of trying to compete with these stacked teams? There isn't any. People just try to get draft picks. This was supposed to be the best NBA season in years with so much parity and anyone can win. There are commercials on NBA TV and stuff like that, and their motto was like, now it's anyone's game. And when in reality, 3 or 4 teams have a genuine shot of winning. The overall ratings for the NBA are down 15% from last year, and those numbers include from platforms like ESPN, TNT, and NBA TV. Next season seems like that year with all the parity. The Warriors will be back, the Nets will be back, just everyone's gonna be back full strength. But as I said, people could get hurt again. I don't really know how next season's gonna play out. So what the league is trying to do is the NBA is trying to change the regular season. They want to make the regular season shorter and add an in-season tournament. I'm not really sure how this would work. I'm not really sure what the tournament would decide. Would people just rest their players for the in-season tournament? Why would the tournament matter? Like, all these questions are very logical and just question what the purpose of this tournament is. Some people were suggesting that all the non-playoff teams would compete in a tournament and the winning teams would get the first pick and so on. So instead of a draft lottery, it would completely cancel tanking, but it would also reward like the first team out of the playoffs. And it would end up leading some teams at the bottom, like the Knicks right now. The Knicks might never get better if this is a system that they implement. So I don't think I want that at all, because that would just lead to less parity in my opinion overall. But it does seem like some sort of in-season tournament is a very real possibility. Adam Silver is trying to regain interest in the NBA. The regular season is being devalued like crazy left and right. I see it on all these talk shows. No one cares about the regular season. People are load managing, like Kawhi Leonard. He is the main culprit. The Clippers don't even care about the regular season, so why would the fans care about the regular season if the teams themselves don't even care? The Rockets have openly admitted resting Russell Westbrook a lot this season, and he's usually a guy that wants to play every game. But as I said, the regular season is being devalued like crazy, and everyone just wants a championship and being healthy come playoff time. I do think that the NBA regular season format needs to be changed, but I'm not exactly sure how. That is something that Adam Silver needs to think of. If that tournament would be plausible, even just a small change to the NBA season would be a huge difference in viewership. Trust me, it would boost ratings significantly. Just something new in my opinion would help out a ton. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below, what you guys think the league should do about the ratings being so low. It's just unfortunate to see my favorite sports league getting less popular, and I'm sure you feel the same way. Anyways guys, that is all I have for you today, but don't go away yet. If you did like the video, make sure to drop a like on it and smash that subscribe button. Help me hit 400 subscribers. If there is any specific video you want me to talk about, make sure to drop a comment down below. I read and reply to every single last one of you. If you want to hear my top 10 bold predictions for the 2020-2030 NBA decade, I'm putting an end screen to that video at the end of this video, so you can watch that right now. I hope you have a great rest of your day. It's been Story of Sam, and I'm out.